This is Big Country Politics on KTAB.
Okay, welcome back to Big Country Politics. We are continuing our conversation with Frances Baker, and we're talking about the need for blood. And we've talked about that in our first segment. Now, let's talk about the need for blood donors, because you said something during the commercial break. Your average age for your blood donors, it's alarming.
Yes, it's about 60 years old for the donors that you can count on to come in every 8 weeks or even 4 times a year. That is that age group. And so our challenge is to try to engage maybe the 25 to 45-year-olds to create loyalty with them, because let's face it, it's such a vital resource, but we depend on volunteers, you know, and yet doctors can't do their job without those volunteers, and we don't pay our donors. They have to do it out of the goodness of their hearts.
That average age of 60 years old, so you're struggling to get younger donors in, kind of like, and we talked about it during the commercial, kind of like politicians are struggling to get younger voters.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of, what do you think the problem is there?
I don't know, and if it was just us here in Abilene struggling with that, I would think it was an Abilene problem, but you talk to blood centers all across the country, and the average, only about 3% of the population that's eligible to donate actually donates. That is low. But that kind of holds true with a lot of things, a lot of other volunteer endeavors. You just don't have that engagement. They'll come out for one thing, but to make them loyal and come out time after time after time, that's a challenge.
Well, and you were talking about volunteers, and everybody's struggling trying to get volunteers right now. Meals on Wheels just sent something out recently, and they're struggling to get volunteers, and they do every summer, I think.
I just called them today because I'm retiring at the end of June, and I called them today and told them I wanted to do that with my mother, and she said, yay, yay, yay. I mean, she was so excited to get somebody that wanted to do that.
And it's well, that really says something. But so do you think it's because maybe that age group and even younger maybe didn't experience a world event, an event here that really called for people to go out and give blood? I mean, people of a certain age have 9/11.
Right.
And we remember that. And people even older have, wars and other, World War II, World War I. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. I mean, I'm just...
It could be, because that's funny, because, you know, you can donate at age 16. Well, those kids were born in 2002 and 2003, so they were born after 9/11. And even that younger generation weren't probably old enough for it to have a big impact on them, you know. Prior to that, like, we saw the turnout of donors at that time. And you're right, they just haven't experienced that.
Is there something that blood centers are doing that yours locally here is doing to reach out to that group?
We are going to start a social media campaign that's hopefully, you know, we're already on Facebook, but we're going to ramp it up and get on Instagram. Our new CEO of Hendrick is real big on social media. And so we're going to certainly try that, to try to engage donors a little bit more of that generation.
Any plans to go into the schools and maybe educate them in that way?
We go to the high schools. We go to about 25 high schools in this area, and they want to donate. The problem is keeping them donating after high school. You know, when they donate in high school, they can get out of class. But we're trying to teach them the real reason you're doing this, which is to save a life.
Well, and you said it in the first segment. Those people, those donors who you can count on to come over and over again year after year and donate, you've got to create a loyalty with them, I guess.
Exactly. That's our challenge.
All right. So if you're a younger person out there, the blood center needs you, right?
Oh, we definitely need you.
We've got just a couple of minutes left, and I want to talk about your retirement, because you're retiring on...
June 28th is my last day.
June 28th is your last day. You've been with the blood center for how long?
Almost 19 years.
19 years.
It's been such a blessed career. But I feel like you know when it's time. And I feel like I was so blessed to just take that job and run with it and do well with it and create a lot of different programs and things like that in the high schools. But it's time to pass the torch on to somebody else that's going to have those same fresh ideas and a different way of doing things. And I just pray for the right person to get in that job that'll have the passion for it, and also the skills that maybe might appeal to the younger donors.
Well, I want to give you a chance to leave, for you to leave something with donors, potential donors. What would you like to tell them? How do you want to get them in?
I would like to say I was a donor before I started working for the Blood Center. I was diagnosed with cancer, and at that time you couldn't donate anymore. You were out of the donor pool totally. And I got this job, and I couldn't donate for the first about 8 years that I worked there. But then they changed the rules, and where I can, and I am a donor again. But for me, because it was my cause, and I was so committed to it, having that taken away from me was devastating. And then I was able to start doing it again. And so I hope people would look at, if you have a healthy body and you're able to do it, it's a privilege, because you never know who that blood's going to go to, how it's going to impact them. So,
Frances Baker with the Hendrick Regional Blood Center, congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back on Big Country Politics.